awareness and breath control, your mind on your breath, and visualize the part of body you're exercising. That is what will bring maximum benefit through yoga. That is what really is yoga. Otherwise, it's just plain and simple exercise. Yoga is designed to increase energy of communication in body systems. It stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. It makes you feel better. But the same sort of palliative yoga exercises also have has a therapeutic effect, and Dr. Rajan has innovated on a very unique yoga therapy method called measured yoga therapy, where we measure how the nadis on our fingertips are. And on the basis of that, we can recommend some very targeted exercises that can benefit your particular condition. So if any of you have any condition you want to talk about, you can email me or you can email Jayshree Prakash, and that will be the best way to take it forward. The email addresses are right here. Close to 1,000 people have gone through our yoga therapy program, and people with complex illnesses, with comorbidities and side effects of medications have had substantial benefit through our yoga therapy program. Points to note about today's yoga class. First and foremost, please follow instructions to avoid any adverse reactions. Important instruction is to keep your spine straight and take supportive knees. And do your practices gently without strain. If it is too much strain on the body, then it's not yoga by definition. Also, there is a limited duration or count. Please follow it. When you have doubt, avoid the practice or seek clarification. But remember that the liability is entirely. Do not multitask or merge two exercises. The slower you do, the better it is. The other very important thing is regular discipline practice. So if you miss a day, use the video recording from our yoga channel on YouTube, Life in Yoga Rajan, where we broadcast our sessions live and save there automatically. Remember that yoga is not just physical exercise, it's a lot more than that, but it's not a religious practice either. So people from all religions are welcome. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, brings inner awareness and a sense of cosmic connection. And with that, I welcome you all to our yoga family, and I will let Dr. Rajan start.
Namaste, everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 Oms. Let's take it. As we have been doing in the last few days, 1 or 2 people asking those of you who are regular attendees, what makes you come and attend is something that is helpful for us to understand. And it also gives guidance to everybody else as to what are the benefits they come with over here. So let me ask Chakri Panchagnula and his wife, what makes you come so regularly? Please unmute yourself and speak up.
Dr. Rajan.
Namaste.
Personally, from the time I came, when I used to have small issues, the major one that I was facing was I used to get dizzy, like vertigo kind. So once I started doing this, all the breathing exercises, the vertigo has gone. I hardly got anything, and it makes me feel happy. And the day I miss, I won't feel good. I'll be irritated. So something will be behind my mind saying that, okay, you missed something today. So yeah, this makes me happy.
She being calm should be asked from me, but yeah, she turned a little more calmer than.
So with a happy wife, you have a happy husband too.
Yes, very much.
Very nice. So Chakri, what is your own experience beyond your wife's impact?
Actually, she is the driver, Dr. Rajan. For me, I'm a little more active person. I usually go out for walks. Nowadays, offices being open, I'm not being so regular, but it actually calms me down. I'm diabetic, but after doing yoga, I have a good night's sleep. I sleep very, I wake up very fresh, not like a little lazy person. I wake up really bright, with a bright eye. That's been the significant difference.
Wonderful. So the quality of sleep has improved and your diabetic management is better?
Uh, it is better, but I'll have to say that the day I do versus the day I do not, I see the sleep very well managed. But from a diabetic numbers, there are some days that it is okay, but the days like Saturday and Sunday, there is a significant improvement. But
Okay.
regular ones on a weekday, I do not see much difference.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor.
So, namaste. So, just a reminder for everyone, today is the long session. And so, after we finish at 7 to 7:30, we are open for any spiritual discussion. So, we haven't decided on a topic as of yet today. If you think of anything, feel free to throw it in the chat box. And at the end of the session, we'll be open for discussion. So let's go on to our chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum and pressing on the little finger, focusing on the perineum, we do the mantra LUM. Let's take a deep breath. LUM. 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 Release the fingers and continue. LUM. Now, bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum and pressing on the ring finger with the thumb, we do VUM. Take a deep breath. VUM. VUM. RUM. VUM. 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 Release the fingers, continue. VUM. Bring your awareness behind the navel, and here we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb. Ram. 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 Release the finger and continue. Ram. Last time. Ram. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and there we do Yum, pressing on the index finger with the thumb. Yum. 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 Release the finger and continue. Yum. Yum. Last time. Yum. Yum. Now bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum. Thumbs up, loose fist, take a deep breath in. Hum. 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 Release the fingers and continue.
Hum.
Last time. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head. And here we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hands and continue. Chum. Bring the awareness to the top of the middle of the head. There we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Om. 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 Release the hands, continue. Om. Last time. Om. Now we go on to our respiratory mantra. Bring your awareness in the middle of the chest behind the sternum, and from there feel a flow going through the middle of the body and out of the head. And we visualize the flow as 3 syllables, vibrations. Haim em So you feel haim em haim em haim em flow through the top of the head. And when we do this haim em remember there is no relationship with the breath. The breath is unconscious breathing. Like most of the day, you're not even focused on your breath, so don't forget the breath. Okay. Now we go on to the circulation mantra. Visualize the chest and the lungs and mentally vibrate the chest and the lungs. Haim, 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 the mantra Haim. Continue. Happy. Sharing. Okay, now let's continue on to the happy face breathing, the Ujjayi pranayama, which I forgot. So bring your awareness to the throat. And those of you who know how to do it, please proceed. And the others with your eyes closed, focusing on the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck. Make a big smile. And as the cheeks pull out, you will feel a slight stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale in a comfortable pace. As you inhale, you should feel like a mild sucking sensation. And when you exhale, it should feel like a reverse sucking sensation. And you should do it in such a way where it is almost meditative. In other words, there is no big effort. It should just feel natural and smooth. Now let's bring the hands behind the back and keeping it in a comfortably hooked position with the other hand. Now, as you take a deep breath in, expand the chest, and as you exhale, tilt the head, bringing one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back, and exhale, go towards the other shoulder, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. And as you exhale, turn the head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. With the next inhalation, lift up the chin and take the head back. Exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. And continue. Last exhalation, bring the chin down toward the chest. You can release your hands, keep it loose, and we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Last exhalation. And now we go in the reverse direction. Last inhalation. And last exhalation. Now we go on to the shoulder exercise. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back, bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back, bring it down. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we raise our hands up, palm facing the floor. Inhale, lift up the palm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Last inhale and exhale. Keep the fist and go around the fist. Inhale and exhale. Last exhale. Now let's go reverse. Last inhale and exhale. Now bring the elbows in line with the shoulders, hands in a loose fist below the chin. Inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms, and as you exhale, close and bring it down. Continue. Inhale and exhale. Last exhalation. Now let's go reverse. Last exhalation. Interlock the fingers. Bring the head, hands behind the head. And as you exhale, tap. And inhale, come back. Rohini Patel, you keep unmuting yourself and there is noise coming. I'm going to mute you. Okay, in fact, I can do something even better for you. I will make you into an attendee so that you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Last exhalation turn. Inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, release. Now we bring our hands behind the back, get hold of your elbows. Take a deep breath in, expand the chest, pull back the shoulders, and as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Get hold of the hips behind the back. As you inhale, push on one hip and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale the other way and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's cross one leg over the other. And as you hold the knee, as you exhale, cross it over and turn the head the other way. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Now cross over the other leg. And as you exhale, pull and turn the other. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Now we can do cycling exercise with the leg. So inhale, bring the leg in. Exhale, lift up, stretch, and bring it down. Continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last 8. Now let's go to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's stand up for those of you who can keep a balance, and we will bend at the hips. Others you can be seated and you can do the bending at the hip also. So bring your hands behind the back, get hold of the elbows, take a deep breath in, pull back the shoulders, expand the chest, lift up the chin. And as you exhale, push out your butt and lean forward. Inhale and exhale into the stretch. Inhale and slowly come up. And now we are ready for the alternate nostril breathing. Actually, if you like, you can bring your awareness to the middle of the head and just check how the breath is in the two nostrils. If they are approximately equal, all you need to do is as you inhale, bring the awareness to the middle of the brain near the top of the forehead. And as you exhale, feel a cascade going downward towards the hands and the feet, whichever way you like. So let's continue. So you can do that, or you can do the alternate nostril breathing. Continue. Now, let's go on to the shoulder exercise. And then after that, we will go to the spinal mantra today. So inhale, lift up both the shoulders, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Very nice. Now we are ready for the spinal mantra. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees, to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Aim. Let's go. Jim, Jaim, Aim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Haim, Aim, Om.
I'm Om. I'm Om. I'm Om. I'm Om. I'm Om. Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. I'm Shim Jim Jaim I'm Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jaim Aim, Om. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, 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 Aim, Om.
Now we go on to the Bhastrika Pranaya. So keep your hands either in the belly or loose fist with the elbows by the side of the chest. And let's go. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Bring down the hands, keep the eyes closed, and observe the sensations. Now, let's go on to the second round. Loose fist or whichever hand position. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 9. Exhale. and 20. Exhale. Bring down the hands, keep the eyes closed, and observe the sensations. One last round. Let's go. Take a deep breath in. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Bring down the hands, keep the eyes closed, and observe the sensations. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. If you have a personal mantra, you can focus on it. If you don't, visualize a rising vibration from the middle of the chest going out of the top of the head. And that feels like Haim Im Om. Haim Im Om. Feel the flow go upward, and the Om will be playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, become aware of your senses from the top of the head right to the bottom of the feet. And whenever you feel you want to open the eyes, raise the hands up and bring it a few inches in front of the face and look straight into the palm of the hand. Keep the silence within. There are some questions or suggestions for discussion come here. Okay. So Indu Sharma has asked the difference between Purush and Prakriti and between Para and Apara Shakti of Ishwar. Somebody else has asked about life after death, Yukteswar's mention in Yogi's autobiography. Okay, and somebody else has asked about any mantra for exercise for buzzing ear. Okay, so for buzzing ear, I need to individually deal with that person. But the two questions are life after death, Purusha, Prakriti, and Para and Apara, Shakti. Okay. Any other suggestions or questions? Sattvic food to complement yoga, another question.
Yes, sir.
Another question is how these mantras are found. Is it coming from text or revealed? Okay. So any more questions coming? Okay.
Dr.
Speak up.
Yes. I have a question about inner self and outer self, how to awake inner self and what to do in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the outer self, there you are, we can see you.
Right.
And the inner self is what we are trying to awaken with all these practices, right?
Right.
So the key part is we can go through I can explain the Ashtanga process, and this may be a good lead into everything else. The Ashtanga is the eightfold, approach of yoga. The first is called yama. Yama literally means, people often translate it as restraint, but the real meaning of it is restraint that comes from a discriminating mind, whereby you only do things that feel comfortable for your conscience. You never do anything that goes against your conscience. In other words, live your life so that every day at night there are no worries, you can sleep well. So that is the first requirement of yama. And of course, it is described in 5 particular yamas in the case of the Yoga Sutra, but that is relative to that period in time. So don't say lies, don't steal, don't seek other this thing. Be a person who is seeking out for what the nature of existence is all about. Brahmacharya means to seek out what the nature of existence is all about. And then the second of the Ashtangas is what is called niyama. Niyama means having regularity in living. In other words, make sure your energy flow is fairly regular all the time. Wake up about the same time, go to sleep about the same time. Keep a normal ritual throughout the day. That builds consistency, whereby your awareness can grow through all these meditative practices will automatically come. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali Muni says, yama and niyama alone can take you to the highest. Just by being true to your conscience and living a regular life, that itself, and as part of living the regular life, have an attitude of surrender to God. So if you have that attitude of surrender to God, that itself will take you all the way. Now, aside from that, the aspect about the realization or communication happens only when the body is in good shape. We have discussed this a lot before. That is, we all have a little wireless modem, a little transmitter within us. Only when there is enough energy, the transmitter can activate. So once you activate the transmitter, you become aware of existence beyond the body. So, the elements that go towards that is that first is making sure the body is well aligned, and that is what asana is all about. Second element is pranayama, is about ensuring that the energy, our energetics are optimized. Means what? The left and right, that's why we do Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Bhastrika Pranayama, energizing more. And then, of course, there are making sure that through Ujjayi Pranayama, the brain is the governor of energy in the body. It's able to get all the signals so that the energy system in the body is optimized. So that is the role of pranayama. So unless there is enough energy, your transmitter cannot activate.
No, not working.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the next one after that comes is pratyahara. Pratyahara is the first level of developing some sensitivity of awareness. Awareness of the body, the vibrations in the body, senses within. So that is why we close our eyes and focus inward when we practice these things and develop our awareness with it. And that's a zone of vibrations. So if you're a person who can understand music, you will have good pratyahara. You can feel all the vibrations.
Love music.
Yes. And then the next level after that is the zone of dharana. Dharana is about one-pointed focus. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. And then the next element is dhyana. Dhyana literally means going beyond the dhi or the mind or the intellect. In other words, the entire mind clears out, complete blank. That is the state of dhyana. And then from dhyana comes connectivity that goes beyond the body, that is samadhi, where you're able to realize the nature of existence outside the body. Okay, so so the practices we are doing are all designed for that. So now let me go on to the other questions that are laid out over
Thank you.
here. Yeah, you're welcome. The other questions laid out over here that naturally fall in after this is, please mute yourself when you're not speaking. And any case is about life after death. Now this person particularly mentions about Yukteswar's, Janaki Ram says about Yukteswar's mention in Yogi's autobiography. I cannot, unless you tell me what the mention is, I cannot comment on it. But generally, life after death is Janaki Ram. Oh, yes, you're here. So do you want to specifically state what you had in mind about Yukteswar's statement? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
You hit,
When I discuss about that, Dr. Rajan, I only
why do you keep muting yourself? Don't touch the computer after you unmute. Stop. Now
okay.
speak.
Okay. No, forget about autobiography. I want to hear from what in the same thesis as we are talking about. What happens to the soul after death?
Okay.
How is it reborn?
Okay. When the life leaves the body, the life is what is the last instant where the awareness is what determines whether it will come back into another body or not. Okay. So what we say is the awareness or the Kundalini is in one of these 7 chakras over here, or in the 8th chakra. So the if it is above the throat or above is the place, you see each of these chakras are different levels of awareness. The Muladhara chakra or the root chakra is the awareness of bare survival, unthinking behavior. The Swadhisthana, the one above that, is self-centered behavior or self-centered thinking. And then the Manipura behind the navel is group-centered thinking. Anahata is humanity-centered thinking. Vishuddhi chakra in the throat is about what is beyond the world, what is everything all about. So this is all about questioning, inquiry. Once you reach the thought, the Vishuddhi chakra, then after that, at the point of last time, when you're in the point of leaving the world, at that point, the soul does not come back into another body again. Okay? So that is and then of course, the other chakras are even higher beyond that. So this is the reason in the Indian tradition, when somebody is in their last hour or so, then in which case people will only, talk about the name of the Lord or whatever, using Ganga water and things like that, right? So if the person's awareness goes beyond the physical world, they don't come back to the physical world. However, that does not mean that they are liberated or anything like that. All it may, if they still have a lot of programs within them, karma kleshas, then in which case, of course, they may be, they are not relieved. So what happens is, that is why you have the system of giving offerings to the past souls. Okay. So they are said to be in the what is called the Pitraloka. And that is why you have all the death ceremonies and the annual the shraddhas and all of those things. Okay. So now for people for whom there is no more programs, no more attachment left, but they are not strongly connected to the idea of God or any particular form or whatever, then in which case, when the soul leaves, there is nothing attached to it. The soul is also ethereal proper element. Everything dissipates into the cosmic energy. You see, think of how you have a disk which has program in it. Once you take it near a magnet, all the electrons are dispersed, so there is no more program. Everything is spread into the vibrations, right? So that's what happens. Now, on the other hand, if the person has a focus on some particular form of God or whatever they conceive, that's as far as they reach. So the recommendation of the Yoga Sutra is, don't have any idea of the form of God or name of God or anything. Just define God as the source of everything, that which is the source of all knowledge. And in that undefined, what you would call, that's where it would reach. So in that case, there is no rebirth, but at the same time, it is liberated. But it is said the soul resides at the feet of the Lord, which is outside all of creation. Okay, so that is how it is explained. Okay, so now any other questions related to that? Yes. Yeah, what is your question, Janakiram, please?
I just said thank you.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So now let's go on to the next question. Somebody raised the issue, question, Indu Sharma. You're still here? Indu Sharma is still here or gone? Okay, looks like she's gone. So since she's gone, there is no point answering her question. Okay, so now what else? Okay, can we talk about sattvic food? Okay. Now, how many of you here eat garlic? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you eat garlic and there is no smell from you? Raise your hand. Okay. So there are like 3 or 4 people who have their hands raised. They eat garlic and there is no smell from them. Right? So now, if the food does not smell from you after you have eaten, that food is suited for you. Okay? So in which case, and of course, it's not only smell from you, also when you have your bowel movements, your stools should not smell either, this thing. So if that is the case, it is perfectly suited for you. Okay? Now, what happens is, as the soul has less and less programs within it, okay? Then in which case, what happens is, it seeks the kind of a diet that is suited for it. Now, in the case of garlic is considered a rajasic food. Onion is also considered a rajasic food. These are food that stimulate your energies outward to go and do things. Okay? So what happens is, when you're living in this physical world, when we have lot of karma kleshas within us, a lot of programs within us, then you eat all of these food, then you're able to go and do the job for which you're born, right? Now, on the other hand, as you age and the programs within you become less and less, at that point in time, automatically you will feel, no, I don't want this anymore. So slowly you'll wean away from it. So the question about sattvic food is a wrong question. The question is, what food is suited for you? And what happens is, the concept of sattvic food is the kind of food that is most appropriate for a purified soul. Okay? So since people are all in the journey for purification, right? To say I'm going to eat only sattvic food does not make sense. You should eat what is right for you. And over a period of time, as you become more and more purified, obviously you will gravitate towards sattvic food. And what is the nature of sattvic food? These are things that are not strongly spicy, no pungent, very little chili, very little, sour taste, and no strong flavors like garlic or onion. And so you slowly wean away from that. It's an automatic process. You don't have to seek it. But all you need to do is recognize yourself, what you want, and your inner self will govern. Any food that you eat and there is a smell coming, don't eat that food. That's not meant for you. So Hiral Shah, is your question answered or should I speak more about it?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajan. It is answered, but if you don't mind, could you please speak a little more about diet?
Bring the mic closer to you, please.
Sorry. And my answer, my question got answered little, but I still have some question about the diet. I know sattvic food I have been hearing since I have started listening Bhagavad Gita. It has mentioned every time that you should not eat onion and garlic, but now you have cleared that confusion. Now, what is called the diet that we should have to purify ourselves?
See, diet does not purify. Your mind and your program within is what purifies. According to the need of the mind and the program within you, that is the kind of food you're attracted towards.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right? Okay.
Dr. Rajan, can I ask a follow-up question if you don't mind?
Who is this? Please go ahead.
This is Hiral's husband. Hital.
Sorry, voice is fading.
Can you hear me, Dr. Rajan?
1 second. I don't know how many people have their mics on. And now I hear you a little better. Okay. I'm going to mute Hiral Shah. That is good. So who is the other person? Who is the person who was talking? Oh, you were. So unmute yourself, please.
No, it
Unmute
was,
yourself.
it was Hiral Shah's husband only. The same video.
Yeah.
So
please go ahead.
My follow-up question, Dr. Rajan, is as you rightly said, right? Onion garlic is considered pungent. I mean, it has a lot of pungent. It smells after you eat, but then also it is said that it offers a lot of health benefits. So do you think it's a balancing act?
You see, what happens is, for the person who needs it, it keeps them in optimal health. Very unfortunately, the whole world looks at people as one size fits all. Okay? One size does not fit all. For the person for whom onion and garlic is suited, it will be good for their health. For the person for whom onion and garlic is not suited, the only thing that will happen is they'll smell bad.
Okay.
So, yes. So the common views of this is good and that is bad doesn't work. In fact, I laugh when people will say that, you know, like Dr. Oz comes on the show and says, you should only have so much sugar and you should have only so much salt and all of this. Complete nonsense. The thing is, basically, for some people, that much sugar and salt may be too much. And for other people, it may be too little. It is highly individual to each person. Generally, of course, when in a society where people are obese and things like that, you can say for a lot of people, it may be true. But it is not true for every individual person. Right? I call sugar as brain food. Without sugar and oxygen, the brain cannot survive. The brain cannot take protein and other things. So to me, sugar is a very good thing. I call it brain food.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're welcome. Okay. Now, any other questions?
If I can make a comment here.
Yeah.
Excess of anything, whether sugar, protein, fats, is no good for most.
Exactly.
Because I was a food addict and I know what it means. I love sugar, ice cream, chocolate, and I was becoming obese in terms of obesity, abdominal obesity. And I had a stroke. I almost died 23 years ago. So excess should be avoided. Enjoy life in balance, and the rest of it is in your composition, how your body handles excess calories, how it processes it. That's what it determines the health. Thank you, Dr.
Actually, this gives me a good segue to this thing.
Dr. Rajan, I have one question. This is Maltipoda.
Yeah.
these days, a lot of people say you should never eat anything white, like sugar, rice, salt, milk, and wheat flour. What is this about? I don't understand.
Well, whoever said that, ask them. As far as I'm concerned, it's absolute nonsense.
So
Okay.
milk is okay then. Milk, to drink milk is okay.
If it's suited for you, it is okay for you. If
Yes.
it's not suited
Okay.
for you, it is not okay for you.
Yeah, because in India, everybody says don't eat anything white.
Okay, you should ask them. Okay, let me go back to this more important topic that came from this is, you see, it is not, how do you know what is the right thing for you to eat? I explained to you that this concept of the, of sensing what is right for you. But it's not that alone. It is also how much to eat. Okay, so when you eat, when you sit and eat only to satisfy hunger. The moment hunger is satisfied, stop. You don't have to fill the stomach. Now, again, you know what happens is, because people don't want to kind of listen to their inner self, but listen to people who are saying from outside, people will say, eat half the stomach and a quarter of the stomach, keep it for water and quarter for air and things like that, they will say. But what it is the moment you're satiated, you will know. Once you're satiated, don't eat more. In fact, always begin with small amount of consumption. Don't fill up the plate in the beginning to a big distance. Only fill up as if you're going to have a very small meal. And after you have had it, if you feel satisfied, don't go for the second helping. And if you find that after eating, you feel hunger is not satiated, yes, go for the second helping. But the key part is listen to yourself within. And that is the best guide you can do. And what happens is, never eat in a hurry. When you're going to eat, have complete, okay, Dr. Ila Patel, I want you to speak up on what you have just said. Please go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Oh, we call it bio-individuality.
Okay.
Whatever
and
is
more.
I mean, whatever, it's your body, it's your mind, and you have to figure out what is right for you.
Yes.
Sugar, salt, whatever, but so we call it bio-individuality.
And that is the recommended practice of an educated psychiatrist, right?
Well, health coaching also, right?
Health coaching, okay.
Yeah.
So excellent. So now you see, there are people who recognize it. Now what happens is, in the world, the message that gets across is the loudmouth and the media. Okay? So the loudmouth and media are not necessarily right. But the people who really understand, that is why we say, whatever you read and whatever you get in media, more than 90% is not complete, proper information. There is always a contamination with their own biases and thoughts, which if it is communicated fully that way, it will result in you understanding wrongly, right? Okay. So where was I? Yes, it's not a question of just about what you eat, but also about how you eat it. Anytime you eat, you should eat with complete stress-free way of eating. So when you go to eat, forget about everything else, sit comfortably, and you're only in a very peaceful state of mind and eat. Then in which case, you will sense what your body wants. You look at something you don't feel like eating, don't touch it. You look at something and you feel this is what I should be eating, then eat it.
That's known as meditative eating.
Exactly. So, okay. Any other last question? Oh, okay. If you have, there is a question here. Sorry, 1 second. If I have crazy craving for garlic, onion, and ginger, Varsha Manoj writes, please go and eat it, as long as you don't smell. But if it is a question of something relating to something where behaviorally you have gone into that kind of a state, then you may want to rethink. But as long as there is no smell from you, go eat it. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, we will explain the importance of meditation next time. Yes, Miss Patel, Dr. Patel, go ahead.
I was just wondering what your thoughts are about the 16-hour fasting diet that is getting.
Yeah. Let me answer that question. In my view, it may be good for some people, but not good for everyone. Okay? Okay. So in my view, it should be, it is something that may be good for many people, but it may not be good for everyone. Okay? What happens is, if you are hungry and if you have pangs of hunger, then you must eat something. Now, let's understand something. If you're an obese person, and because you have habituated to eating more and more food and you feel hungry frequently, okay, then in which case you have to retrain yourself. Then in which case what happens is, you go through, like, every time you feel hungry, drink some water, do something light, but never go to the point where you feel the digestive juices coming onto the stomach and you have pangs of hunger. If you hold it back, then it will do more damage for you than good. I know one person who is a mentally very strong, highly disciplined person. And so this person decided, this person will not, will observe this kind of 16-hour fasting kind of thing, right? Then what ended up happening for this person was, that person ended up developing constipation. Okay? So that is why it is very important. You have to listen to yourself. If you listen to yourself, you know what is right for you. If there are pangs of hunger, don't say, I cannot eat because I have to lose weight. Give something to the stomach so that the acidity is satisfied. So with that, we will close over here today. And the questions people have related to meditation, we will take it next time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. It was nice. Dr. Rajan, it was nice topic. It was really good topic. I enjoyed.
Thank you. Namaste.
I enjoyed the topic. Thank you.
No, I enjoy the topic too. Hard to understand.
I understood very well, because this is the same problem I have.
There you go, Anita.
Kencho.
You understand?
Bye, everybody.
चलो अंताक्षरी चालू करो.
Oh, come
Thank you.
चलो अंताक्षरी चालू करो.
Thank you.
Pro bhai, chalu.
You are MC, right, Manoj bhai?
Huh?
You are MC. Who is doing MC? Is
MC,
Amni
what is MC?
here? Is Amni here? Is Balmukunji here?
For what?
I don't know. You can do it. You can handle.
Oh,
You
no,
can
no,
be the
no,
boss.
no,
You can be the boss.
no, no way.
So who is going to turn off?
Nobody. Let's, you are right.
I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow after class. I think tomorrow after class.
It's tomorrow, Monday and
No.
Thursday, not today.
Monday and Thursday.
Manoj
What
bhai
are you
wants
going to
to
do today?
Today
Manoj
is
bhai wants to do today. Because
We
nobody,
learn about food. We learn
Nobody's
about food.
disconnecting.
nobody is here to turn it off. So we can
Yeah.
play.
you
Right?
leave yourself.
Yeah, we have to turn off by ourselves.
That's right. I'm going to do that.
Seriously, nobody's here?
No.
Looks like
Tomorrow,
Neither Amna-
tomorrow will be the day for
for
Antakshari.
Antakshari.
entertaining. Yeah.
Yep. Everybody is
Bye
enjoying.
bye, yoga family. Bye bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं. अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं. कभी न मिलेंगे, कहीं न मिलेंगे.
Keep doing. Keep going. Seriously, nobody's here.
Go, go.
Let me call. Let me call Avni. Let me call Avni.
अवनी जी को कॉल करे,
Yeah, वही करती हूँ.
डॉक्टर को करे, कोई भी. कहाँ है उन लोग?
कहाँ है, कहाँ है, कहाँ है?
If she picks up, she never picks up my phone.
સાચે ગાવ છો?
હવે કોઈ બંધ નથી કરતું ને એટલે કોઈ બંધ નથી કરતું ને એટલે ગાય.
I'm telling you, she never picks up my phone. Was she here today, Avni? She was not here from beginning, right? Today is Sunday, so today is Sunday, so most probably she was not here. Yep, she's not here.
Avni
કોણ સાથે વાત કરતી?
ની કહેશે કે she is not here.
She doesn't pick up.
Hey
Avni, where are you? Please give me a call ASAP. Thank you. Bye. Nope, she doesn't pick up.
No bye.
Message
No bye.
message
Balmukunji.
call it from the WhatsApp. Disconnect करो
Or we have to sit here and play Antakshari all night, right?
લીવ કરી શકે પણ હવે મેં કો અંતાક્ષરી ચાલતી હોય ચાલુ કરીએ.
અંતાક્ષરી ચાલુ કરો ભાઈ, 15 જણા છે.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
बालमुकुंद जी का फोन बिजी आ रहा है.
करो जलसा.
फोन बंद करके सो गए.
શું કામ ઉતાવળ કરો છો નીતાબેન?
તો આપણે બેસી રહેવાનું જોઈએ.
ચલો કોઈ ગીત ગાઓ.
તમે ગાઓ, તમે સરસ ગાઓ છો.
ના ભાઈ ના, મને ક્યાં
ગાઓ ગુજરાતીમાં વૈષ્ણવ
પેલું ગીત હતું ને, તારે આંખનો આફીણી તારા.
Oh wow.
બોલનો બંધાણી તારા, રૂપની પૂનમનો પાગલ હું એક.
ગાઓ
હું એકલો.
અત્યારે ગુજરાતી ગીત ગાવાનું કઈ વાંધો નહીં.
હા, અત્યારે વાંધો નથી. ગુજરાતી આપણે 3 જ રહ્યા છે, બીજા બધા જતા રહ્યા છે. અરે ભગવાન. અરે ડોક્ટર રાજન કેમ બંધ કર્યા વગર જતા રહ્યા?
ખુશ થાવ તમે બધા બેઠા.
એ બંધ કરીને ત્યાં સુધી આપણે જવાય નહીં.
આપણે આ પ્રોગ્રામ ને એકલો અટુલો મૂકીને થોડું જોવાય.
ધણિયા તો છે.
ધણિયા તો પ્રોગ્રામ છે ભાઈ અત્યારે.
બંસીધરમાં તમે ક્યાં રહેતા હતા નીતાબેન?
અમે લોકો હરે રામ હરે કૃષ્ણ ફ્લેટ જોયા.
હા.
બરાબર એક્ઝેક્ટ એની સામે એક્ઝેક્ટ.
પેલું શક્તિ પ્રોવિઝન સ્ટોર હતો, ખબર? શક્તિ પ્રોવિઝન સ્ટોર.
નામ સ્ટોરના નામ નથી ખબર, પેલા ભોગીભાઈ નો સ્ટોર એટલી ખબર છે મને.
હા, ભોગીભાઈ એ શક્તિ. ભોગીભાઈ નો સ્ટોર એ શક્તિ પ્રોવિઝન સ્ટોર.
તમે ક્યાં રહેતા હતા? તમે?
અમે જવાહરનગર અને બંસીધરની વચ્ચે મુસ્લિમ સોસાયટી પાસે.
મુસ્લિમ સોસાયટી ની આગળ સામેની સાઈડ.
ઓ અચ્છા. યા રાઈટ.
પેલી પુષ્કરના સોસાયટી હતી ને?
પુષ્કર રાઈટ.
ત્યાં
તો આપણે વોકિંગ ડિસ્ટન્સ છે.
હા, બહુ નજીક જ.
તમારું ઘર હજી છે ત્યાં?
ના, અમે કાઢી નાખ્યું.
અચ્છા, અમાર તો
કોઈ છે નહીં ત્યાં આગળ, કોઈ રહેતું નથી એટલે
છે નહીં. 2 ભાઈઓ અહીંયા છે, બેન મુંબઈ છે.
અચ્છા, અને અમે લોકો તો ત્યાં રાખ્યું છે કારણ કે અમે દર વર્ષે જઈએ છીએ ત્યાં.
કોઈ રહે છે ત્યાં આગળ?
ના, ખાલી છે.
ખાલી છે. અચ્છા.
પણ હમણાં 2 વર્ષ કે તો ગયા નહીં હોવ ને?
હા, એટલે એટલું ઘર ગંદુ થઈ ગયું છે ને. અમે લોકો 8 મહિના રહીને આયા, પછી તરત જ આવું થયું. રહીને અહીંયા આયા ને તરત આવું થયું. બચી ગયા, સોલિડ બચી ગયા. પણ હવે ત્યાં એટલું ગંદુ ઘર થયું છે ને. મારા દિયર બાજુમાં રહે છે, એમણે બિચારે કમ્પાઉન્ડ તો સાફ કરાવી દીધું, પણ કમ્પાઉન્ડમાં તો રિસર્ચ ઝાડ ઉગી ગયા, પથ્થર છે તોય ઝાડ ઉગી ગયા.
બહુ ધ્યાન રાખવું પડે. એટલું હવે તો એમ વિચાર થાય કે કાઢી નાખવું જોઈએ, કારણ કે હવે આપણે કેટલી આ ઉંમરે આખો દિવસ કેવી રીતે બધું જવાનું આવવાનું થોડું હાર્ડ પડે, અહીંનો કેટલું હાર્ડ પડે છે ને. એટલે હવે વિચારીએ છીએ હવે. પણ મારા હસબન્ડ ને તો એમ છે કે મારા ફાધર ની મિલકત છે ને એટલે હું ના વિચું.
નાનપણથી મોટા થયા ને.
રાઈટ, ત્યાં આગળ લગભગ 1967 થી ત્યાં રહેતા હતા. એટલે હવે અને છે સરસ એરિયા, બહુ સરસ છે, જગ્યા બહુ સરસ છે. અમે લોકો ત્યાં જઈને અમારે બધા ગ્રોસરી સ્ટોર એકદમ નજીકમાં બધા, અને અત્યારે તો બાજુ આ રિલાયન્સ બી થયો ભઠ્ઠાના બસ સ્ટેન્ડ પાસે જ. એટલે આમ કોઈ બી વસ્તુની અગવડ ના પડે આપણને એમ.
સાચી વાત છે.
એટલે એટલો સરસ જગ્યા છે ને, પણ હવે મેન્ટેનન્સમાં પ્રોબ્લેમ થાય છે. અને કોઈ એવું નથી કે ત્યાં જઈને દર મહિને કરી આવે. આપણે કોને એવું કહીએ વારે ઘડીએ.
હવે તો તમે ઇન્ડિયા જાઓ તમને તૈયાર ફ્લેટ મળે છે, તૈયાર બંગલો, ફર્નિશ બંગલો મળે છે.
બધા એવું જ કીધું કે અહીંયા આગળ આવો ત્યારે ફર્નિશ તમને અપાર્ટમેન્ટ મળી જ જાય છે કે છે એમ. તો પછી શું કામ આ બધી માથાકૂટ કરવાની જરૂર. હવે વિચારીએ છે શું થશે. મારા દિયર વેચવા તૈયાર નથી. બધા એવું કે છે કે આખો વેચી દો ને તો તમારે બહુ સરસ આવે પૈસા એમ. પણ મારા દિયર વેચવા તૈયાર નથી. તો પછી
તમારા દિયર ને માતૃભૂમિ માટે ઘણો પ્રેમ હશે ભાઈ.
હા ભાઈ, એમ તો કાયમ ત્યાં જ રહેતા હોય તો સ્વાભાવિક છે ને, જલ્દી ના વેચે ને પછી.
હું તમને એક દાખલો આપું. મારી પાસે અહીંયા મોટેલ છે ન્યૂ જર્સીમાં. 50 વર્ષ થઈ ગયા. 50 વર્ષ થયા. પહેલી મોટેલ ઇન અમેરિકા બોટ બાય અસ, માય બ્રધર એન્ડ મી. એ મોટેલ ના બહુ ગ્રાહકો આવે, પણ મારી બા હતા એ કહેતા દીકરાઓ આને વેચશો નહીં એમ કે. તો આપણે કોઈ જરૂર નથી તો રાખી મૂકી છે, બાજુ ચલે જાય. તો સેમ થિંગ શી વોઝ ટેલિંગ અસ કે ગામમાં જમીન છે, ખેતર છે, તમે ક્યાં પૈસા આપ્યા છે, અમારે લોકો વસાવી છે, છોડ રહી એમ કે બાપ દાદાની મિલ્ક મેમરી. સો આઈ ડોન્ટ નો, sometimes we confuse what to do, you know.
મને ફોન આપને બા.
હું અવનીને મેસેજ લખું છું, જોઉં છું.
એ લોકો ભૂલી ગયા બંધ કરવાનું. 11 જણા રહ્યા આપણે.
એક વખત મેં 1 કલાક પછી ફોન કર્યો હતો એ લોકોને. મેં તો ચાલુ છે કે નહીં જોઈ લઉં. તો પછી ચાલુ કરીને જોયું, ચાલુ જ હતું.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. મેં તો પહેલી વાર, મને તો અત્યારનો એક્સપિરિયન્સ થયો છે.
ના, મને 2-3 વખત એક્સપિરિયન્સ થઈ ગયો
છે. કારણ કે હું તો ઓલવેઝ 6:30 બંધ જ કરી દઉં છું, જતી રહું છું. 6:30 is my dinner time. Cannot wait. First of all, ભૂખ લાગી જાય, એટલી બધી ભૂખ લાગી જાય. ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ ધેટ, એન્ડ સેકન્ડ થિંગ being a Jain, રાત્રે ખાઈએ નહીં.
વહેલા ખાઈ લેવાનું.
એટલે વહેલા તેવ જ પડી ગઈ છે એક જાતની.
તમારું નામ શું બેન? મનન શાહ કોણ તમારા હસબન્ડ?
નીતા, મારા સનનું નામ મનન. મનન ઇઝ મારો સન.
તમારું નામ લખ્યું નથી?
મારો સન. અરે ભાઈ, એનું કમ્પ્યુટર છે, કોણ જાણે, બદલાતું જ નથી.
ચેન્જ કરવું પડતું.
દર વખતે મારી ગ્રાન્ડ ડોટર આવીને બદલી જાય છે. દાદી આવું કેમ લખ્યું છે? નીતા શાહ લખ.
દાદાને કહે
એનું કેટલી બધી વાર ચેન્જ કરવાનો ટ્રાય કર્યો પણ નથી થતું. બેસી મૂકી રાખ્યું છે પછી.
બરાબર. એક બીજું જસ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન. આપણે ડોક્ટરે જયારે કહ્યું કે કાંદા અને લસણ નહીં ખાવું, તો એ બધા ફૂડોની કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક હોય છે, તો એ તો સુગંધ ગંધ તો આવવાની જ.
આમાં તો જો કે હું તો આમે પહેલેથી નથી ખાતી, એટલે મારા માટે તો કઈ સવાલ જ નથી. પછી વર્ષાબેન બોલ્યા ને મને નવાઈ લાગી કે કેટલા બધું ક્રેવિંગ હોય આ વસ્તુનું, એમ થયું.
મને તો ઘણું ક્રેવિંગ થાય. મને થાય ને ત્યારે કે હું આખું લસણનો ગુચ્છો ને એ ખાઈ જવું.
ઓ માય ગોડ.
કાચું લસણ.
અરે ભાઈ,
આદુ કેટલું ખાઈએ? આદુ
ભાવે છે. આદુ આદુ ભાવે પણ ખાવાનું બહુ નહીં જલ્દી.
ના હવે હવે ઓછું થતું જાય છે બધું, પણ એ વખત ક્રેવિંગ થાય કે આજે મારે લસણ ખાવું જ છે.
રિયલી એવું કેવી તો થઈ શકે એ વિચારું તો. બોલો ઈલાબેન. અરે ભાઈ તમે અહીંયા આગળથી નીકળી કેમ ગયા? હજી અમે તો ઓનલાઈન છીએ, વાતો કરીએ છીએ મનોજભાઈ ને પેલા કોણ, તમારું નામ શું ભાઈ બધાની જોડે? જો તમે જોઈન્ટ ઈલાબેન છે. એક મિનિટ ચાલુ રાખજો. મનોજભાઈ બોલો બોલો. ઈલાબેન છે બોલો.
ઈલા આવી
નથી બોલતા, થઈ ગયા તમારાથી ગભરાઈ ગયા.
બોલો બોલવાની વાત કરો છો?
હા બોલો. ઈલાબેન છે.
હેલો
બધાને નમસ્તે, કાલે મળીશું. નમસ્તે, કાલે મળીશું.
હજી તો કોઈ છે નહીં અહીંયા, બંધ કરનારું જ નથી કોઈ. અમે લોકો બધા બેઠા બેઠા વાતો કરીએ છીએ ગુજરાતીઓ. આવો ઈલાબેન જોડાય છે.
હા હા હવે મજા પડશે.
ઈલાબેન જ મને કીધું કે મનોજભાઈ ત્યાં બંસીધર રહેતા હતા એમ. મેં કીધું રિયલી? એમ નવાઈ લાગી. મેં કેવું છે આપણે કોઈ દિવસ ત્યાં જોયા નથી. કેવું કેવાય?
ઈલા ને વર્ષા બે બહેનો થાય.
હા એટલા માટે મને એમણે કીધું ઈલાબેન વર્ષાબેન ને કોઈ ત્રીજા બેન બી છે ને, એ પણ જોડાતા હતા રાઈટ? એ પણ જોડાતા.
શરૂઆતમાં હતી આ.
શરૂઆતમાં થઈ.
પછી સુધા ભટ્ટ છે ને, સુધા ભટ્ટ,
હા
એ અમારા રિલેટિવ થાય, અમારા સગામાં થાય.
અચ્છા એ બી જોડાય. હે અચ્છા એ નામ સાંભળ્યું છે. હા
સુધા ભટ્ટ, એની કાલે વરસગાંઠ છે.
સુધાબેન ની? ચલો કાલ ડિક્લેર કરીએ.
આવશ્યક ને ખબર નથી, આજે નહોતી કદાચ.
અચ્છા અચ્છા અચ્છા. તો તમારે કેટલો 1 કલાક પાછળ છો તમે અહીંયા કરતા?
2 કલાક.
2 કલાક પાછળ. કોલોરાડો માં?
હા કોલોરાડો.
એ કેટલી ઠંડી છે ત્યાં? કેટલી ઠંડી હોય છે તમને લોકો?
એટલી ઠંડી, અત્યારે તો ગરમી લાગે.
અત્યારે સરસ છે વેધર.
એમ? મને તો કોલોરાડો નામ સાંભળીને ઠંડી લાગે છે મને.
ઓક્ટોબર ના પેલા આપણે એમાં તો ઠંડી થઈ જ જાય. ઓક્ટોબર ના એન્ડમાં હેલોઈન હોય ત્યારે સ્નો ની ફ્લરીશ બધું તો ચાલુ થઈ જ જાય.
ઓક્ટોબર ચાલુ થઈ જાય.
બહુ ઠંડુ તો લાગે.
મારી ફ્રેન્ડ નો એક છોકરો કોલોરાડોમાં એની જોબ હતી ને 2 વર્ષ માટે આવેલો. પછી એ મારી ફ્રેન્ડ બી ત્યાં આવી. પછી મેં મળવા મેં કીધું નહીં આવું કોલોરાડો, તમારે અહીંયા આવો તો આવો. મેં કીધું કેમ છો?